So today we are talking about horizontal and vertical lines. So we are going to talk about horizontal first. I have an acronym that I teach, and it is HOIVUX. Horizontal lines are the HOY of HOIVUX. Here is what those things stand for. The H stands for horizontal. Horizontal is straight side to side. When I can't remember which one's horizontal, which one's vertical, I think about if you look out on the horizon, you would look from side to side. Okay, the O in HOIVUX is actually a 0 because the slope equals 0. And then the Y is how our equations are set up for a straight horizontal line. And that is that they're always going to be Y equals just a number. So if I have an equation that's just Y equals 5, so not Y equals mx plus b, it's really just Y equals b, then that is going to be a straight horizontal line. Okay, down below this, we've got a couple graphs, and this one's already graphed, and then this one we're going to graph. So this one is already graphed. If we see a line that is straight side to side, we know it's going to be horizontal, and therefore it is Y equals. So our equation here is just Y equals, and then we look at where it crosses the y-axis. It crosses at -4 right there. Right here is where I'm looking. So our equation here is just Y equals -4, and that is it. So for a horizontal line, it's just Y equals a number. Okay. Continuing down in this little triangle, sometimes we are going to give you an equation and ask you to graph it. So if I am asked to graph Y equals 4, when I see Y equals just a number and not Y equals mx plus b, I know that that's just going to be a straight horizontal line, and it crosses my y-axis at 4. So right here at 4 is where it crosses, and then I graph a straight horizontal line there. And that's it. So when you get a y equals a number or an x equals a number equation, I just ask kids to say, is it HOI or is it VUX? If it's HOI, it's horizontal. If it's y equals. If it's VUX, it's x equals. Okay, so any questions about horizontal lines? Okay, let's talk about vertical lines. So over in the other triangle, I don't know why I set this up like this. I was trying to make it cool. It was kind of weird. An x equals a number equation is a vertical line. So a vertical line has an undefined slope and our equations are always x equals just a number. So on this one that's already graphed here, we see that it's a straight up and down vertical line. So that's just going to be x equals a number. So this one is x equals 5 because I cross the x-axis at 5. The next one, if we are asked to graph x equals -2, when I see x equals just a number, I know I want it to be vertical. And so that's going to be vertical at -2. So -2 is right here. And then I go vertical through that. Okay. Any questions about horizontal and vertical lines? So what I ask people is just say, is it Hoy or is it Vux? It's horizontal, it's straight across, it's zero slope, it's y equals. Vux is x equals, it's straight up and down. I want to show you one thing from 2.2. On 2.2, I'm literally showing you the key on my phone. On 2.2, this one had a slope of 0. Hoy is y equals. If you guys notice, the y's all equal the same thing because it's just y equals 5. So this would be the line y equals 5. It would just be a vertical line, or sorry, a horizontal line at 5. This one right here would be a horizontal line. Sorry, a vertical line. It's too early for this. This one right here would be a vertical line because it's x equals. So Vux is x equals. So x always equals 4. That's why it ends up being straight up and down. Because when I'm graphing these lines, if I say x equals -2, that means my ordered pairs would be -2, 0, -2, 1, -2, 2, -2, 3. X would always equal that same -2 value. Okay, go ahead and flip this over. The back side of this is review of slope-intercept form from last week because your assignment today is mixed together both of them because I didn't want to give you an assignment that was just horizontal and vertical lines. That would be so boring. And we need more practice. So, quick review of slope-intercept form. Your equation is y equals mx plus b. M is your slope. B is your y-intercept. If your slope is not a fraction, you can make it a fraction by putting it over 1. If there's not a number in front of x, your slope is 1. And then if there's nothing listed for the plus b, your y-intercept is 0. So, for these, we've got y equals 4/3 x minus 5. So my slope is 4/3. My y-intercept is -5. So I've got a y-intercept at -5 down here. And then from there, I graph a slope of 4/3. So I go up 4, right 3. Up 4, right 3. And that's it. Okay. The next one is y equals -3/4 x. So my slope is -3/4. What is my y-intercept in this one? 0, because I'm adding nothing there. So my y-intercept 0. So I cross at 0, 0. And then my slope from there is -3/4. That means I go down 3, right 4. So down 3, right 4. I cannot go another one that way, but I like to have at least 3 lines to connect. So instead, I'm going to go up 3, left 4. And I've got another point I can connect. Whoop. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Okay. And then the last two on here, any questions about those before I scoop down? Anyone need those still? Okay. The last two on here are ones where I give you the graph and you have to find the equation. So the opposite of what we're doing. Okay, so the bottom two, we have to count our slope and our y-intercept. So both of these I can already tell they have a positive slope. So I'm going from left to right, I'm going up, left to right, I'm going up. So this first one here, I'm going to count my rise over my run. I go up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right. This is a perfect stair step. It's 1/1. And then my y-intercept is +5. I'm like 95% sure this exact same graph was on an assignment. So our equation is going to be y equals, and then you can either write 1x plus 5, you can write 1/1x plus 5, or you can just write x plus 5. Either one works. I'm going to write 1x plus 5, so we still have that 1 there. But you do not necessarily need that 1. You could also leave it as a 1/1 would be fine. Okay, and then the last one here has a positive slope as well. We are going up and to the right. It looks like we're going up 1 and to the right 3. So slope is 1/3. My y-intercept is 2. So my equation ends up being y equals 1/3 x plus that 2. I think I might have accidentally copied and pasted those directly off of another note sheet and not realized I was using both of them. Whoops. All right, this note sheet has a little teeny tiny strip that you can glue on, just because I put way too many graphs on the back of it. So you're just going to want to fold this little tab, and you can put glue on it. So if you flip it over, and then it'll flip up, back and forth. Okay. I am going to pause this video. Bye, video. It's been nice knowing you.